An excerpt from Self-Love, as read by the author T.L. Clarke. The bride looked resplendent as she wafted down the aisle like a drifting cloud. But a stone plummets into the deep well of my stomach. No, I'm not the bride. I'm over here. Cooey, see me waving my hand? No, back further, in the 17th row on the bride's side. I'm sandwiched between two very fat people. Really, I'm big myself, but I expect other fatties to have more respect for one another's parameters. Too many parts of our bodies are touching, and I'm really not comfortable with that. Yes, here I am. I'm Molly. Hello, pleased to meet you. I'm sorry it's not under better circumstances. But you're at a wedding, I hear you cry. Surely this is a time of merriment and celebration. Well, not this one. Before I launch into vitriol, I'd like to point out that I'm not normally this bitter, but today's one massive ordeal and we've not even reached the vows yet. This bridezilla really takes the biscuit. She, who also answers to Amelia, contacted me a mere 2 weeks ago to call in a favour as her florist had let her down. Those were her words. But having worked on this wedding, I think that the woman in white actually stomped her foot once too often, and the florist quite rightly decided it simply wasn't worth it. I'm not even sure which favour Amelia thought I owed her. It's not like she's ever done anything for me. We worked together when I had an office job. She thought she ruled the roost even then, despite the fact we're on the same pay grade. Anyway, stupid, gullible me felt some sort of obligation to help out an old acquaintance. God, I can't even bring myself to call her a friend. Why did I do this? I'm a florist. My business is still being built up, but it's doing okay. I suppose I hoped a big wedding like this might help promote me a bit more. Oh, that sounds horrible, doesn't it? But really, if she was as great a friend as she insinuated, wouldn't she have hired me from the outset? But no, she walked into my little house armed with her mother. Yes, I still run my business from home at the moment. Amelia oozed charm and implored me to come to her aid. What was I to do? Say no? Well, maybe I should have, but I couldn't. Amelia, who at best had disregarded my presence before, managed to enlist my services at mates' rates. Her mother glared icy daggers at me the whole time, daring me to say no. I firmly believe she was disappointed that I didn't give her an excuse to launch into a torrent of verbal abuse. Looking around this church, I can see just how conned I was. They don't seem short of a bob or two. No expense has been spared anywhere else. That dress alone must have a price tag in the thousands. That's not even the worst thing. Do you want to know the most deplorable part of this whole sorry saga? Jib. Yup. She demanded bloody gypsophila in her bouquet. You may know it as baby's breath. The tiny white, fluffy, ridiculous flowers are nothing but fillers of lazy florists and those stuck in the 80s. It's horrible and it smells like cat pee. Thank you for listening.